Let's start in child's pose today when you're ready. Big toes to touch at the back of your mat. Spread the knees nice and wide. Reach those fingers toward the top of your mat as your heart sinks to the earth. Maybe making this more of a restorative posture by allowing your elbows to sink into your mat, or extend your arms to the point where your elbows lift off the earth and make it slightly more active. Your choice. Allowing the third eye space to melt into your mat, creating that beautiful grounded connection between that third eye space and your foundation. Maybe you gently begin to rock your forehead side to side, igniting that intuitive power here. As you close your eyes, perhaps you imagine a beautiful purple color moving through your body. Again, igniting that third eye energy. Allow gravity to pull your hips down towards your heels, your heart toward the earth. And just allow your breath to move organically through your body without trying to control it or change it in any way. Just let it be and notice it as it is right here. Give yourself a nice, gentle moment to arrive on your mat. Letting go of everything happening outside this space, letting go of everything happening inside your mind, just flowing with the breath and the movement. Challenging yourself to remain present for the next 60 minutes. Knowing your breath serves as an anchor if at any point you need to bring yourself back to this moment, to the flow. Let's take a collective breath in through the nose, filling up the belly, the chest. And a collective breath out as you let go. Beautiful. Just sinking into that rhythm of breath, whether it's deep, shallow, neutral. Taking a moment to find your intention for your practice today. That can be absolutely anything, whatever's on your heart. No need to try too hard to figure it out. Even if you're not quite ready to identify that intention, that's okay. Maybe it will come to you in a few breaths. Taking a round of breath in your own space to seal it in, to fill your body with that beautiful intention, purpose, light. Good. On your next inhale breath, send length to your spine. And as you exhale, gently walk both hands over to the left side of your space, moving into a side body stretch, maybe placing that right palm lovingly on top of your left. Keep that forehead on the earth if you can. Hips continue to sink towards your heels. Just allow that right side body to burst open here. Feel that stretch. Send breath to that space in the body. Find a nice deep inhale breath here in the side body stretch. And as you exhale, walk both hands all the way over to the right, switching sides, maybe placing the left palm on top of the right here, sending breath and space into the left side body this time. Allowing each round of breath to send just a little bit more intention to the body, to every single piece of you. Deep breath in. Deep breath out as you move both hands back through center, finding that neutral space on your mat. On your next inhale breath, let's shift forward onto our hands and knees, tabletop, walking those knees in to find that hip width distance. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, spread your fingers nice and wide. On your next natural inhale breath, breathing naturally, let's find our cow pose. Drop the belly, shine the heart forward, gaze forward here, pushing into the earth. Nice. Exhale, push the earth away. Cat pose. Round your spine, gaze in towards your belly button. Breath to movement, my friends, warming up the spine. Inhale, cow. Beautiful. Exhale, cat. Close the eyes and cycle through a few breaths here, adding on if you want. drawing big circles with the hips or rocking forward, backward, side to side. Maybe puppy dog pose feels good. Maybe you're even craving a few more moments in child's pose. That's always an option. Absolutely no rush. Take your time, allowing the body to introduce what it needs today, which may be very different than what it usually needs, and that's okay. Naturally return to your tabletop when you're ready. Nice neutral spine. On your next inhale breath, let's kick that right leg long behind us. And exhale to swing it around to the right side of your space. If you can, we want to place the bottom of that right foot somewhat in line with the right hip. So get as close to that shape as you can. And we're going to move through a modified cat-cow here, kind of moving into a hip stretch. So with that right leg out by your side, let's inhale to cow. Dropping the heart, bending the elbows, gazing forward. Nice. Exhale, cat. Push the earth away around the spine. Just a few more times here, noticing how this feels a little different than a moment ago when you were in that traditional cat-cow. And then slowly return to a neutral spine. Let's inhale to take that right leg back behind us. Exhale, bring that right knee down. Other side, inhale, kick the left leg out behind you. And exhale to swing it around, planting that left foot on the earth. Seal it down as best you can. That left foot is more or less in line with your left hip. Again, we move through that modified cat-cow. Inhale, bend the elbows, drop the belly. Notice how this is a little bit different. Exhale, cat, push the earth away, tuck the chin. Your breath, your movement, just a few more times. Good. Gently returning to that neutral spine when you're ready. Let's inhale to take that left leg behind us. Exhale, drop the left knee. Take it back down to the earth. Walk those hands forward just a bit, pushing down through those palms, engaging that L shape between your pointer fingers and your thumbs. Tuck your toes and find a deep inhale breath. Find those hips. Exhale, push those hips toward the sky, downward facing dog. Finding your first beautiful down dog this afternoon, or I guess for Christine and Candida, this is not their first. Go ahead and pedal out your feet, settle in to this posture your way. Taking the time to push those hips toward the sky, find length in the spine, and drop that gaze toward the toes. We want to invite all tension out of the neck. Maybe imagining there's a hole in the crown of your head, allowing that tension or anxious thoughts, whatever it is you don't need anymore, to drain out the crown of your head onto the mat. Maybe it serves you to physically sweep it away. Good. Downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees. Exhale, take a nice big step to the top of your mats. Let's find our ragdoll pose here. Nice wide stance in the feet, at least hip width apart. Spread out all 10 of those toes and begin to shift your weight forward into the balls of your feet. Let your entire spine melt toward the earth again, opening that crown of the head to allow anything you don't need anymore drain out onto the earth. Now you're really in a great position to physically sweep it away. Goodbye. Let it go. You don't need it anymore. Go ahead and find your arm variation. Maybe reaching for opposite elbows or interlacing the fingers behind the neck if you have some tension in the upper spine. Or for the shoulders, find a chest expansion, my personal favorite, lifting that fist toward the sky. I'm going to leave you here for a few breaths. Find what you need. Maybe rock side to side. Imagine every single vertebra in your spine melting a little further apart from one another, creating that space that wasn't there before, inviting that light. Continue to allow that intention to fill your body, remaining present in this moment, knowing this time is all yours. Every breath is purposeful, meant to be. When you're ready, release your hands towards your mat. Toe heel your feet in toward one another. If you'd like to leave some space between the feet, I totally understand. Find that nice grounded stance. And then as slowly as you can, we're going to roll up to a standing position, letting the head, neck, and arms hang heavy, taking your time. We always like to slow it down here. Absolutely no rush. Feel the bottoms of your feet glued into your mat. At the top, roll out your shoulders. Roll them down your spine. Close your eyes as you arrive in this position. Maybe as you close your eyes, you notice yourself kind of naturally swaying side to side or forward and backward. How can you find a little bit more equilibrium here on your feet with your eyes closed? Allow your arms to rest by your sides and your palms to shine toward the front of your space, offering your love and your space to everything and everyone around you, both physically and virtually. Let's take a deep collective breath in and a collective breath out. Let's do that again this time, making that exhale a little bit louder, a little bit bigger, letting go with it. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Allow that weight to physically fall off your chest. Nice. Option to keep your eyes closed or blink them open as we move on. Let's inhale for a nice long Tadasana, reaching the arms up overhead, creating length in the spine. Maybe you gaze up for a moment, reach those fingers a little further toward the sky. As you exhale, we're going to dive forward, leading with the heart, reaching those arms out by your sides. Good. Nice long spine all the way down. Forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, sliding the palms up onto the shins, maybe all the way up to the thighs, or reach those arms toward the earth, fingertips just graze your mat. You've got options. The only thing you really want to work on here is keeping the spine long and the heart parallel with the earth. Find one more sip of air right here. Good, I hear you, I like it. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into a high plank, setting up our first flow here. Adding a little bit of strength. Your knees are always there if you need that modification. Let's inhale to shift forward onto the tippy toes, stacking shoulders over wrists. And as you exhale, squeeze those elbows in. Let's lower all the way to the earth. So strong. Untuck your toes. Glue the top sides of your feet to your mats. Feel those kneecaps lifting off the earth behind you. Palms underneath the shoulders. Let's inhale for cobra pose. Lift the chest. Find little to no weight in the palms. Maybe hover those hands off your mat. We gaze down to keep the back of the neck long, always wanting to maintain integrity in the spine all the way through the crown of the head. One more inhale breath, lifting the chest just a little bit more. Good. Exhale, relax. Bring your forehead to the earth for a moment. Again, finding that nice grounded space, that third eye activation. Tuck the toes, begin to engage the legs. Again, your knees are there if you need them. Absolutely okay. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, push all the way back to down dog. Good. Super, super strong transition there. Let's inhale to gaze forward, bend the knees. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. You can get there however you want. Maybe you like to try on that little hop. Totally cool. Inhale, halfway lift, your variation, spine long, heart parallel with your mat. Exhale, fold. Let's take a moment here to pause in this forward fold. Notice how that feels. I don't know about you, but I'm a little tight in the hamstrings this morning, so it feels nice to pause here for a moment, maybe cha-cha the legs. How can you allow your heart to melt a little further toward the earth? Maybe you invite a bend into both knees to bring that heart space down to your thighs. Good. Notice how each breath allows you to sink a little further into this fold. Moving forward, inhale, halfway lift once again. One more time. Exhale, fold. Nice. Inhale, root to rise. Take it all the way up to Tadasana. Option to gaze up. Good. We're in the flow, my friends. Exhale, fold. Let's dive forward if you can. Leading with the heart. Awesome. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. We're going to modify just a little bit once we get to the earth. Inhale, shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, squeeze the elbows in, lower down to your mat. Good, so strong. This time we're gonna set up for bound locust pose. So separate your legs behind you. You don't need to glue your feet this time because we will be lifting the legs off the mat. Find your bind. Interlace your hands behind your back. You can either bend your elbows and just rest that fist on top of your lower back, or engage the arms, extending the arms and reaching that fist toward the back of the room. Let's inhale for our bound locust, lifting the chest, the legs, gazing slightly forward. Nice, lifting. Good. One more inhale breath. Exhale, take it down to the earth. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Take a moment to rest that third eye space, just for a moment here. Good, breathing, allowing that heat and life force to fill you up. Tuck those toes, take a deep inhale breath, and exhale for downward facing dog, pushing up and back. A little bit stronger every time. I think it's safe to say we're warm. We're going to keep flowing through this first sun salutation just twice more. Inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, root to rise, pushing into the bottoms of the feet, lifting the arms high. Exhale, taking it all the way down, right off the bat here. Not spending much time in that standing position quite yet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Good, listen for the slight change. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down to the earth, elbows in. Awesome. We're gonna move back to cobra pose this time. Untuck the toes, push the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale, cobra pose. Little to no weight in the hands. Long in the back of the neck. One more sip of air. Good, exhale, relax. Tuck the toes, inhale, prepare. Find that power. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, so awesome. Pause here for a second, pedal out the feet, check in with your body here in downward facing dog. Now that we're warm, just invite that gratitude all the way from the head to the toes. Flowing one more time through, inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Nice, powerful transition to the feet, reaching the arms high. Good. Exhale, dive forward, taking it all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Nice fluid transitions. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Last time right here for now. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower to the belly. One last time. We find bound locust. Separate your feet. Find that bind. Inhale, lift the chest, the legs. Reach that fist toward the back of the room. Big, big breath in. Good. Exhale, relax. Plant the palms. Third eye to the earth. Tuck the toes when you're ready. Take a deep inhale breath. Pull in that strength. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Beautiful work, my friends. Inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and hold here again. Just digesting that forward fold for a second. Maybe you toe heel your feet apart once again and find a ragdoll variation. Check in with how this feels here now that you've added a little bit more or a lot more heat to the body. How does it feel? Close the eyes, rock side to side, and invite that intention back to the front of your mind. Why do you choose to practice today? What's that goal that you're committing to holding on to for the rest of your day, the rest of your week, as long as you can? Release your hands toward the earth. Bring your feet back into touch if they aren't already there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Uh-oh. Inhale, take it up. Mountain pose. Exhale, hands through heart center. Anjali Mudra. Close the eyes. Allow the thumbs to melt into the heart space. Take a moment here to pause once again. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. All right, we're going to flow through a Surya Namaskar A just once on each side because why not? Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Glue those biceps to your ears. Exhale, take it down to the earth. Keep those hands right where they are. Good. Breath to movement. Let's inhale to step that right foot to the back of the mat. Lower that right knee. Shine the heart through, lifting that chest, coming up onto those fingertips. Gaze forward. Good. Plant the palms. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale breath, shift forward, high plank. We've been in this position before. But this time as you exhale, let's drop the knees, chest, and chin, keeping those hips up in the air for now. Offering that heart space to the earth. Inhale to the belly cobra pose. You can untuck the toes if you want or keep them tucked for that nice transition coming up. That's your inhale breath. On your exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, step that right foot to the top of your mat. Lower your left knee, lift the chest. Slightly deeper lunge this time. Nice Anjaneyasana. Good. As you exhale, take that big step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Good. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Close the eyes. Taking a brief moment in between flows to breathe. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Other side. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, keep those hands right where they are. Good. Take it all the way down. Inhale, step the left foot back this time. Lower the left knee. Lift the chest. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Squeeze the elbows in. Offer that heart to the earth. Inhale to the belly. Toes tucked or untucked. Cobra pose, light hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. Inhale, step that left foot to the top of your mat. Lower the right knee. Find that deepest lunge right here. Offer that heart forward. Pull the collarbone apart. Good. Exhale, step that right foot to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Good. Exhale, hands through heart center. Close the eyes. I think it's safe to say we're warm. Allow those thumbs to melt into the heart space. Feel the beat of your heart inside your chest. And offer yourself some gratitude and some grace for the fact that you chose to be here on your mat today. There's so much courage involved in that decision. Take a deep breath in and a deep audible exhale out. Beautiful work, my friends. So awesome. Let's inhale to sweep the arms high, moving on. Exhale, forward fold. You can do whatever you want with your arms this time. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Let's step that left foot to the back of our mats. Keep that left knee lifted here if you can. You're going to take that left palm, glue it into the earth, and inhale for a lunge twist. Taking that right arm toward the sky, peeling open that right shoulder, and reaching those fingertips toward the sky. We want to work on engaging that left leg, so you're pushing that heel toward the back of your space. Good. Reach for one more inhale breath. Exhale, take that right hand down to the earth. Good. From here, find a nice long inhale breath. Maybe begin to lift your heart off your thigh, engaging the spine. And as you exhale, walk your hands around toward the left side of your space. We're going to walk into Prasarita. So spin your left heel down and spin your right big toe in so that your feet are parallel with one another. Allow your heart, your spine to sink toward your mat. Maybe you let your forearms rest on the earth if that works out for you. If that sounds crazy, you can try widening your stance. Notice you might get a little closer. Good. Or you can reach for your ankles. I'm going to leave you here for a few breaths. You can rock side to side, bending one knee and then the other. Just allowing those hips to open up. This is always an entry point for an inversion. If you're feeling wild and you'd like to go upside down today, totally up to you. When you're ready, let's inhale for a halfway lift, extending your arms underneath your heart space so that your spine is parallel with the earth. And as you exhale, we're going to find Skandasana toward the front of your mat. So you're going to bend your right knee, shift your weight towards your right foot. You can try keeping that right foot glued to the earth if that works for your body. For me, I need to lift that heel up a little bit. So you're going to move onto the heel of that left foot, flexing those left toes toward your face. You can use those fingers as a balance point, or if you'd like a balance challenge, walk your hands in and then bring your hands to heart center. Reaching the crown of your head toward the sky, maybe finding a drishti to help you balance. Nice. Looking good. Inhale one more time. Awesome. As you exhale, let's plant the hands and pivot back into that lunge, facing the front of your space. So walking your hands around to frame your right foot. From here, place your palms to the earth, step or float that right foot back. Let's flow through our first vinyasa together, my friends. I'll guide you through the first one. Inhale, shift forward, tippy toes. Exhale, chaturanga, on or off the knees, lowering down halfway, elbows in. Inhale, up dog, pushing into the tops of the feet, lifting the knees and thighs, pulling the heart through. Nice, Sharon. Exhale, downward facing dog. The toes, push the hips up and back. Nice. Pedal out the feet in that downward facing dog. Push the earth away as if you're holding a roof over your head. We want that center of gravity to be toward the hips rather than in the shoulders, the arms. Good. Let's try on the other side. Inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward folds. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, exhale, plant the hands and step your right foot to the back of your mat, keeping that right knee lifted. Plant that right palm and inhale for your lunge twist. Take that left arm to the sky, peel open the left shoulder, reach, 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 and engage through that right leg, pushing that heel toward the back of your space. One more inhale breath, push into that right palm. Good. Exhale, take that left hand down to the earth. On your next inhale breath, begin to slightly lift that heart space off your thigh. Reach the crown of your head toward the front of your space. And exhale into your Prasarita, walking your hands around toward the right side of your space. Spin your right heel down and take that left big toe in. We're back in that beautiful wide-legged forward fold. Feet are parallel. Maybe your forearms reach the earth. Maybe you go upside down here. Perhaps this time you add a chest expansion. You'll notice you get a little further into the shoulders when your legs are wider. Totally up to you here. Maybe you reach for the ankles again and rock side to side, forward and backward. It may benefit you to shift your weight forward into the balls of your feet, stacking your hips over your ankles. Great work, my friends. Let that head and neck hang heavy. Let's inhale for a halfway lift. When you're ready, wide legs. Good. And then exhale for your Skandasana toward the front of your mat, bending into that left knee again. Try and keep that left foot glued to your mat if you can. That is not in my body in the slightest. So I'm going to lift my left heel. You're flexing the right foot this time, pulling those toes back towards your face. You're probably going to feel a nice deep stretch through that right inner thigh. And then you can use those fingers to balance here, or for that level 2-3 option, you can bring your hands to heart center, finding your drishti and reaching the crown of your head toward the sky. Good. Holding on for one more inhale breath. And as you exhale, plant your hands, pivot into that lunge, facing the front of your space. Walk those hands around to frame your left foot, and then plant your palms, step your left foot back, and flow through your next vinyasa. Your way to down dog. I'm gonna let you do this one all on your own. Your breath, your movement, it's always your choice. How you get to down dog is all yours. Good. Settling into down dog for a moment. Pedal out those feet. Find that length in your spine. And just check in with yourself. You're in the peak of your practice right now, so you may be feeling strong, you may be feeling fatigued, you may be feeling sweaty, whatever it is, it's supposed to be just like that. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Good. Lower down to your knees gently when you're ready. Sit back on your heels. Swing your legs out in front of you. We're going to find boat pose for a few breaths. Just quick little core segment. How are we feeling? Good? Sweaty? Awesome. I see you, Zoom friends. I love you too. Okay, reach behind your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Pull the shoulders back and then begin to lean back so that your toes hover off the earth. Here's your first option. Or you can lift your shins up, parallel with the earth. We want to maintain the length in the spine, so that's more important than anything. If you try and level up and you notice your spine is rounding, you want to either level down or correct that spinal length. Good. Or you can release your hands. Beautiful. Final option, one of my favorites. You can wrap your peace fingers around your big toes. I know this is crazy. And try to straighten out your legs. Yes. Wherever you are, you're right where you're supposed to be. Good. Nice. We're going to hold here for 10. Breathe for 9. Again, we want to be really aware of how the spine feels here for 8. Pulling the heart forward, shoulders back for 7. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find a seat. Maybe a version of lotus or crisscross applesauce. No matter how old I get, I think I'm going to use that term forever, crisscross applesauce. All right, bring the hands to the knees. We're going to do a few seated cat-cows, just rinse out the core. After working it for a moment, close the eyes, sit up tall, hands on the knees. Inhale, seated cow, pull the heart forward, shoulders back, maybe slightly lift the gaze, not too much. Exhale, seated cat, round the spine, tuck the chin, gaze in toward the belly button. Good. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to leave you here for a few breaths. Free movement. Maybe you add on. You can stir the pot with your upper body. Maybe roll out the shoulders or the neck, whatever you need. Reset. Reset so that you can finish your practice as strong and present as you can. All right, now might be a good time to grab water if you are thirsty. Otherwise, we're gonna meet in downward facing dog when you're ready to move on. Absolutely no rush. Downward facing dog, when you're ready, we're gonna do one more standing series and then we're gonna slow it down. Pedal out those feet. From down dog, no rush. Take an inhale breath as you reach your right leg toward the sky. Lead with that heel hip square with your mat. Exhale, tap your knee to your nose on the way through, rounding the spine. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And finish that nice big step to the top of your mat. Right foot forward, left foot back. Good. Let's spin that left heel down, 45-degree angle, setting up for Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Keep that bend in the right knee. Inhale, root to rise. Sweep those arms up overhead. Pull the shoulders back over your hips and square the hips off with the front of your space. Taking that left hip forward, right hip back. Good. Sealing through the outer knife edge of your left foot. Awesome. Maybe bend a little further into that right knee. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Shift forward just a little bit. Sweep those arms behind you. Keep the lift in your chest. Interlace your hands behind your back. Find that bind. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, humble warrior. Drop your heart toward the inside of your right leg. We're looking for that shoulder to knee connection on the inside. Drop your gaze back toward your left toes. Lift your fist toward the sky. Bend into that right knee. Feel that right inner thigh stretch. Juggling a lot of sensations here. Maybe you close your eyes. Notice how you sway. Hold on to that balance. Hold on to that breath. Little bit deeper. Lunging into that right knee. One more inhale breath. And as you exhale, I want you to plant both hands on the inside of that right foot. So heel that right foot toward the outer edge of your mat. You're going to pivot those left toes to face the front of your mat. Maybe step that left foot back a little bit. We're in lizard pose now. If you like this and you want that left knee to stay lifted, stay right here. If you like that modified variation, lower the left knee down, untuck the left toes. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. If you'd like to lower down to the forearms, now's a good opportunity to do that. I'm going to change something I usually say here. I usually ask you to let the head hang heavy, but instead, we always want to maintain integrity in the neck and the spine. So instead of letting the head and neck hang heavy, let's lift the gaze a little bit and keep the back of the neck long. Good. Stay here. Wherever you are, forearms or palms, just breathe that space into the body. Always an option if you want a little bit more here. From the palms, bend the left knee, plant the left palm, reach back, grab for that left foot. Reach for that left foot, grab it. If you are choosing that option, we want to peel that right shoulder open, maybe gaze up. Your choice. Good. One more inhale breath. Wherever you are, release that foot. Bring that right palm back down to the earth. Plant the palms, toe heel that right foot back through center. We're going to return back to that lunge, tucking the back toes, lifting the left knee. Plant the palm, step or float the right foot back. Let's flow through another vinyasa, my friends. Let's meet in down dog when you're ready. Looking good. Hold on to that breath. Awesome. Last side, standing. Inhale, left leg high. Kick, kick, kick. Hip square. Exhale, tap the knee to the nose on your way through. Shh. Step that left foot to the top of your mat. Good. You know what to do if you need to modify that transition, coming to the knees, tabletop, grabbing the foot. Spin that right heel down, 45-degree angle. Rooting into the bottoms of the feet, nice strong legs. Carry you into your Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, lift the chest. Sweep the arms high, square off the hips. On the side, let's pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Seal down through the outer knife edge of that right foot. Feel that nice deep stretch through the back side of your right leg. Good, inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Shift forward, sweep those arms back. Keep that chest lifted, spine long. Interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, prepare. Exhale for your humble warrior here on this side, dropping that heart toward the inside of your right leg, your left leg, excuse me. Looking for that shoulder to knee connection on the inside, dropping the gaze toward the right toes, bending into that left knee, lifting the fist toward the sky. Again, juggling a lot of sensations, a lot of strength. Keep breathing. We're not here for long. Deep breath in. Deep breath out as you bend a little further into that left knee. One more breath in. Yes, you can. Good. Exhale, release both hands to the inside of that left foot. Begin to take that left foot to the outer edge of your mat. Step that right foot back a little bit. Arriving in lizard pose. Staying here or dropping that back knee. Set yourself up here. Again, you've got quite a few options. Maybe you start here with that right leg extended. Maybe you lower the forearms down to the earth. Again, make sure the back of the neck is long. We're not putting any unnecessary strain on the neck or the spine. Your other option, of course, to mirror the other side is to bend that right knee, plant the right palm, reach back, grab that right foot. On this side, we're opening that left shoulder toward the sky, gaze up. It's not uncommon to feel kind of crampy here, so if you try this on and it's not working in your body, that's totally normal. Back off. It's okay. Good. One more round of breath. And then release from wherever you are. Make your way back to your palms, toe heel that left foot back through center. We're going to make our way back to that lunge. Hands frame the left foot. We're going to step that left foot back and flow through our final vinyasa this afternoon. Median down dog, absolutely no rush. Good. Last downward facing dog for now. Pedal out the feet. Invite any final space here into the spine. Noticing how you feel. One last time for this flow. Inviting that space into the hamstrings. Bring your big toes to touch at the back of your mat. Take a deep breath in. And exhale to child's pose. Lower your knees wide to the earth. Offer your heart to your mat. And relax. Breathe. Allow all of that strength to circulate through you, that heat to fill you up. Knowing you are more than enough in your practice right now and always so strong. We're going to take 2 more breaths here in child's pose, active or inactive. If you'd like to play with the arms here, bend the elbows and offer your thumbs to the back of your neck, you can try that. Jeffrey's favorite. All right, when you're ready, walk your hands in. Find a seated position. We're going to play a little bit. Let's try on side crow, shall we? I'm going to demo it real quick. I know all of you have seen this many times before, but I'll just review the steps, and then I'll give you some time to work on it before we make our way down to our back and finish our practice. We are somehow already there. So I always like to start from a modified crouch and curl position. You want to make sure your feet, your legs are together, or as together as you can get them. Finding your dominant side, or whatever side you feel a little bit stronger on. For me, it's the right. You're going to choose that side, walk both hands over to that side. You want to make sure the outer elbow, the outer tricep is tucked as tightly as you can get it, finding that nice deep twist. The other arm, you want to make sure it's in contact with the side body rather than floating out in any other direction. It's going to feel kind of awkward at first, but once you start leaning your weight, it'll feel a little bit more in place. So from here, when you move into side crow, you want that motion to feel kind of more like you're taking it the energy up and over rather than just over, right? So you want to get up on the toes first, right? And then start leaning. And as you lean that way, you want to bend your elbows at the same time. So take that energy up and over, bending the elbows, leaning that way, maybe lifting those toes off the earth. If you already have this in your practice, you can try straightening the legs, playing with the posture a little bit, and then arriving back when you're ready. Let's try it on. If you want. Or if there's another arm balance or inversion you want to use this time to practice, that's what it's here for. If you want none of that, you can take a seat, meditate, child's pose. Good. Nice. Perfect. Your arms are perfect. Your arms are perfect. Good. I know I can't see you, Christine and Dita, but I have faith you're doing whatever you need to do. Try it again. Focus on getting your hips up in the air. So as you're shifting your weight and your head's coming toward the earth, your hips are going toward the sky. Yeah, hips up, hips up, hips up. Oh, so close. Move your hands away from each other a little further. So when you plant your hands on the earth, they should be about shoulder width distance apart. If they're too close to each other, you don't have a strong enough base. Good. Nice. So close. Nice, Sharon. I like it. You're so close. If you want to try it one more time, you can. I'll give you 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, we'll meet here in a nice seated position. Thighs to touch. Palms facing down. Offering yourself some Reiki, some love, some heat. Sit up nice and tall. Pull the shoulders back. Reach the crown of the head toward the sky. No matter what happened there for you, just let it move. Let it go. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Good. One more breath on your own. And then we'll go ahead and meet on our backs when you're ready. So go ahead and come on down to your back. Hugging the knees in, giving yourself a loving squeeze, preparing to enjoy the final moments of your physical practice. Let's move into happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. Bring your legs up in the air, bend the knees, reach for what you can. Maybe it's the back sides of the thighs today. Maybe it's the outer edges of the feet. Either way, we glue every single vertebra in the spine to the earth, and perhaps we add that gentle rock side to side. Massaging everything underneath you. And maybe straightening one or both legs if you've got that mobility in the hamstrings. Releasing from your happy baby, let's hug that right knee into the chest and lower the left leg to the earth. Inhale, hug that right knee up and out towards your right shoulder. Exhale for supine twist. Take that right knee across your body over to the left side of your space. And release your right arm by your side, gazing over your right fingertips. Maybe one day stacking your right hip on top of your left. Closing the eyes and allowing that rinse, that twist, fully detox not only your body, but your mind, your spirit. Allowing that rinse to create a totally clean slate for the rest of your day. Knowing in those moments where you start to feel anxious or overwhelmed by your thoughts, your practice is always there for you, which doesn't mean that you have to roll out your mat and practice for 60 minutes. You can do yoga at any time, any day. Yoga of the mind and yoga of the body. Returning to this mindset of intention, purpose, breath, presence, gratitude. Inhale to pull that right knee back through center. Neutralize the spine, give it a tug. Exhale, switch sides. Left knee in, right leg long. Inhale to pull that left knee up and out toward your left shoulder. Exhale, supine twist. Other side, taking that left knee to the right side of your space. And releasing that left arm out by your side, gazing over your left fingertips. Maybe one day stacking the left hip on top of the right. And allowing every muscle in the body to relax once you get there. Allow this to be as effortless as possible. As each exhale carries a little bit more heaviness out so that you can leave your practice lighter, more free. Inhale to pull that left knee back through center. Give it a little squeeze. And as you exhale, bring that right knee up for a moment. From here, I'm going to leave you all for the next minute or two to finish your physical practice however you'd like today. So I want you to close your eyes and just Begin to move your body in the most intuitive way possible. So that can mean Supta Baddha Konasana, that can mean shoulder stand, plow pose, whatever your body needs to finish that physical practice. Go there now. You've got 2 minutes. Close the eyes and just flow. I'll guide you into Shavasana when it's time. Hold on to that breath. Final moments of your physical practice. Wherever you are is right where you are supposed to be. If you've gotten a head start on Shavasana, power to you. I love it. Stay right there. Otherwise, work on pulling your knees into your chest, wrapping yourself up into a ball. Pull that forehead up towards your knees, curl up, take a big inhale breath, your biggest all day. And exhale to explode. Finding your final resting posture, Shavasana. Offering your palms to the sky to receive or palms down to ground. Allowing any final wiggles, shakes, movements to make their way out. Return to your breath, return to your intention, and just be here. Shavasana. Shavasana is here if you'd like to stay. The choice is yours, but if you're ready to move gently out of your practice and back into your day, invite subtle movement into your fingers and your toes as you deepen the breath. Maybe taking a full body stretch, reaching from end to end of your mat. Inviting that final space in. Pulling the knees into the chest, option to roll onto your favorite side or skip that on your way to a seat. We'll meet in Sukhasana when you're ready, sitting up nice and tall. Place your hands on your heart when you're ready. Sitting up tall, reaching the crown of your head toward the sky. I'm going to end our practice together today with a beautiful chant that calls for world peace, wellness, and prosperity. If you don't know it, you can just listen, allow it to fill your body. Or if you do, you can sing it with me. Take a deep breath in. Let go as you begin to chant. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Place your hands at third eye center, your beautiful seat of intuition. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. The highest in me always sees, honors, and is infinitely inspired by the highest in all of you. Bowing forward to honor your beautiful, strong practice today from my heart to yours always. Namaste.